Hello everybody, this is General Snivy, and welcome back to more of the Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition playthrough. Last time, we had ourselves a nice friendly little chat with Egil, and then Shulk got shot in the back by the ultimate dick of the century, Dixon. Ain't that fantastic? So, yeah, after that, we had some pretty big bombshells dropped on us about who Dixon really is, and the fact that he's been around for longer than any of us have been born. And also found out that Zanza was providing his own life force to keep Shulk on his feet because, well, it was convenient and he was the perfect vessel at the time. And it was the most convenient. I might have just repeated myself there, but you get the idea. So, that was definitely pretty massive. And we also had to defend Colony 6 from the angry swarm that was the Telethia, as almost every single person in Alchemoth was transformed into a Telethia. I almost called them a High Entia because that's exactly what they are. They are of the High Entia. And at this point in time, only the purebred High Entia are the ones that have transformed. The half-blooded ones are still around, and in fact, they're the only ones that are still left in the species of the High Entia. Only the half-breeds. All purebloods, they're all Telethia now. So now we have to cut them down in order to free them from their suffering. You know what I mean? So it's just another wonderful day in the neighborhood. Another wonderful day to be neighbors. Won't you be mine? Oh, god damn it. Man, these past few days have been kind of crappy, let me tell you. Well, some not really crappy in the sense of just being crap, but more like weather conditions, you know what I mean? They've been kind of bad. So, anyway, after doing some thinking over the past week, I've decided that I'm just going to go ahead and just race to the end of the game. Why? Because, well, we got places to go, places to be, and it's not like there's going to be any more major timed quests that are going to be popping up. And if the time quest does appear, it's like at the very end of the game, so it's not like that really matters all that much in the end. I think it only appears whenever you have certain quests going on, and certain quests only appear and disappear during that time. If you complete one quest, another disappears, etc., etc. It's not like any additional quests will be story-gated, if you know what I mean. You know what, let's keep our clothes on for now. I was thinking of changing everyone into their bathing suit, but we'll save that for later. For now, let's fly into the interior of the Bionis, as I forgot to do the save thing. Oops. Whatever, it's no big deal, I'll just save over slot 3. As I tend to forget these things now. Great. If you're wondering if I'm going to be showing off any extras of the game after the main quest is done, yes, I do intend on showing off some extras.
It's the inside of the Bionis.
It looks quite different from when we entered via the marsh.
The Bionis is regaining its biological functions.
Must be because Zanza woke it up. Then we find Zanza and stop him.
Welcome back to the interior of the Bionis, except this time we're in a very different part of the inside of the Bionis. In fact, we're actually quite a bit of a ways inside of the Bionis, and we can explore way more now. Also, at this point, as soon as you enter this part of the Bionis via Junks, Banana will give you several quests that if you complete them, you'll get some new replica Monados for Shulk. And completing these quests are the only way that you can get your hands on these replica Monados. I believe there's 5 of these in all. So, replica Monado 2, Monado 3, Monado 4, and Monado 5. Kind of a shame that I don't have enough parts for any of these, but whatever, it's not a big deal. We can always go and collect these things, but I am going to be focusing on finishing the game first and foremost before we go after any of these particular quests. Because let me tell you folks, going after some of these materials and parts, it is a bit of a chore and a pain in the ass. Why? Quite simple. It's because some of these parts are guarded by very powerful enemies, including some unique monsters, at least as far as I recall. I think when I originally played through this game on the Wii, I think I've only completed one of these, or 1 or 2 of these, and only got 2 of the 5 replica Monados. But during my most recent playthrough of this game, not including this one, I did manage to get all 5 replica Monados for my main file. So, that's pretty nice. As far as what each replica Monado represents and what they do, as soon as you finish the quest, Renea will tell you about the different replica Monados and what they're best suited for. Anyway, welcome to the Bionis interior, aka the heart of the Bionis.
You look well, Your Highness.
Hello, Lorthea.
It's Lorthea. Show yourself.
Look at that. The heart of the Bionis. The pulsating life of Lord Zanza.
Quit your yapping and show yourself.
I await Your Highness here. There is something I wish to show you. Your friends are welcome to join you. That is, if they survive.
Lorthea, what are you planning?
Forget her for now. We must push on to the heart.
Agreed.
Right.
And also, I did realize I forgot to save again, so I might as well go ahead and take care of this now. So, boop. So, one more thing worth mentioning is that, technically speaking, even though we were inside the Bionis interior before when we entered this place through Satoral Marsh, we were not able to collect any of the collectibles and proceed through the Collectopedia for this place. That is until now. For now, I'll get back to that in a minute. For now, we need to... Let's take a look at this heart-to-heart. Fiora's body. This is actually a pretty important one, too. Hey, Fiora. I wanted to ask you something. What is it, Charla? Ask away. Your new body. It's not malfunctioning, is it? What? It's just, you don't look like you're doing so well. Sorry, is it that obvious? I knew it. So you are experiencing some malfunctions. I didn't mention before, but Renata is teaching me Machina Autonomy. Why do you need to know that? Because when this is all over, I'm going to quit the Defense Force and become a doctor. People are returning to Colony 6. They'll need a doctor. Wow, that's amazing! I know that without Manus Monado, your energy is depleted. You only have a small reserve left now. Apparently so. How can you be so laid back about this? You should be back in Lunada's infirmary, not here doing this. You're right. I should go. Good. I'm glad you agree. But I won't, Charla. I'm grateful for your concern, but I can't leave now. You have to, Fiora. I've made up my mind. I will fight to the end, and when the end comes, I'll be with Shulk. Fiora. Charla, please. This is my decision. Well, I can't argue with that, but I haven't given up... hope, okay? I'll do everything in my power to make you right again. I promise, Fiora. I know you will. Thank you, Charla, for everything. That's actually a pretty nice conversation, and it's nice to know that Fiora finally admits that she is writhing in pain. Granted, you have to select the right answer in order to view that, but I'm just saying. Different answers lead to different results. So, I guess I'll keep Charla out for a little bit. I haven't really played with her all that much. So, when it comes to the second part of the Bionis interior, I believe most of the enemies around here are going to be in the low 70s as far as levels are concerned. Around low 70s to mid to high 70s. Roughly the 70s is where the enemies are as far as strength is concerned. So if you're like at level 80-ish, you should be fine. In fact, the reason why I have my party set to level 80 and not any higher right now is simply because I want to make the end of the game more interesting. Well, I did not quite mean to do that. Misused drive boost. Good job, me. I guess that goes to show how little I play with Charla. I mean, granted, Charla, by many people's standards, is considered to be the worst character in the game. But that doesn't mean that she's completely useless, because that's far from the truth. Okay. So getting back to what I was saying before about covering some extras in the game, that is indeed what I plan to do. As far as what extras I'm going to plan on covering, I'm going to be covering whatever quests I have currently in my list. My laundry list of quests that I'm going to take care of and finish. And I might pick up some new quests here and there. I'm also planning on showing off all of the super bosses and fighting and defeating all of them. I believe there's 4 of them in all. I can't remember for absolute certainty, but I feel like that is indeed the case. There's 4 super bosses. If not, there might be a 5th that I can't remember off the top of my head. And that's... And I'm also going to show off the restoration of Colony 6 to its fullest, and also show off the immigration. The immigration of citizens to Colony 6. Because that is required for the restoration of Colony 6, and it's not just with rebuilding the colony itself. There's more to it. There's more to it than just, oh, we just gotta build more houses, build a garden, increase the power supply, you know what I mean? We also have to bring in the citizens that are around and about the entire world and convince them to move to Colony 6. But, like I said, it only applies to certain named NPCs. And there is more to it than just that, and hunting down specific NPCs. I'll get more into that when we actually get to it. For now, let's just focus on finishing up the rest of the game. Also, if you're wondering if I'm going to be covering the extra story, yes I am, and I am going to be covering it in this playthrough. I'm not going to, like, put it to the side and then just wait to cover it another time. No, that honor belongs to Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Xenoblade Chronicles The Golden Country. Because, let me tell you, from what I've seen, The Golden Country is like a separate game. It was even sold as a separate game because of the sheer scale of its DLC. No, seriously, it's the truth. And for those of you wondering, yes, I do plan on covering Xenoblade Chronicles 2 sometime down the road, though not right away, obviously. I have a lot of other games I want to cover first. Oh, that was not a very good chain attack. Hello, Shawaria. Welcome. Glad you can make it to the stream.
I could really do with a shower right now. We've definitely gotten stronger.
Cool. Let's keep this up.
Let's see what we got. New art book, Play Dead. Not that I really need it, but eh. At least it's another art book for me to sell if I'm running low on cash. Which, yeah, we don't have to worry about cash, ever. We never had to worry about it in this playthrough, thanks to the fact that New Game Plus allows you to carry all of your money from your previous run. Just saying. Ooh, that's a big boy, the Gigas Telethia. By the way, this is just a regular enemy. Funny enough, this was a boss fight earlier on in the game. But now, it's just a regular, average, everyday enemy. Same with this thing. At least I'm pretty sure it is. Or not. I'm done. Let's see what we got. Not too bad of a haul. Also, I'm pretty sure at this point in the game, a lot of enemies are going to be dropping some rare crystals for gem crafting. That may be useful if you're still trying to craft some valuable gems. But if you already have a good set of gems on you, you don't really need to make any more. It's the reason why I haven't really shown that off very much throughout the course of this playthrough. I think I showed it off like a couple of times in the beginning, but other than that, I haven't really shown it that much at all. There's an area worth checking out down here. It may seem like that it really is nothing. In fact, it basically is nothing. Still worth coming down here anyway, as I'm pretty sure there are some orbs down here, blue orbs for your collectopedia. Not that I really need them, but just to show off. This is the third long bronchus? Bronchus. I probably butchered that name horribly. But anyway, if you want to return to the third lung, you can do so right there. I thought about maybe fast traveling back a bit of a ways, but I think it would be faster if I just went back this way instead. Excuse me. Alright. Now that that deviation is over, let's head back. Let's head on back up the frickin' heart. All the way to the heart. The heart of it all. The heart of everything. As I thought. I knew there was another fast travel point not too far away. Probably should have marked this on the map first. Oh well, this is fine. It's fun to explore. Exploring is fun. And I like fun. What can I say? Ooh, that's a big boy. Let's have some fun now, shall we?
getting hotter. Fiora! Guess I gotta try harder. I'm gonna go all out. Game over. This is the power of the Monado. An attack! Alright, showtime! Fiora, now you. Alrighty!
Leave it to me! How do you like
Unfortunate I couldn't continue the chain attack, but that's fine. At least the battle's already over. Let's see what we got. Actually, this is a pretty good drop, all things considered. Melia and Ricky. Actually, this is a perfect opportunity to really have some fun with this. Kind words. Let's take a look. Melly, cheer up! Cheer up, Melly! Oh, Ricky, it's you. Why are you looking at me like that? Do not be worried. But Melly! Melly have frowny frown face! You see right through me. I was thinking about my father and brother. It still hurts. Melly's daddy pon great birdman, and brother pon too. Ricky liked very much. You did you? That is sweet of you, Ricky. I am proud of them too, as a daughter and a sister. I remember them both fondly. Something wrong, Ricky? Ricky very sad he failed at help Melly's family. Big hero upon failure. That is simply not true. This is not like you, Ricky. Where's that famous hero pawn spirit I know so well? It get lost. Maybe Ricky dropped it somewhere. You should not let this bother you to such an extent. Life is all about learning to come to terms with things. Which is actually very true. As I have with the passing of my father and brother. Melly strong bird lady. Ricky want to be like Melly. Glad to have my hero pawn back. I was wondering where he'd gone. Ricky, stop moaning for now. From now. Ricky be there for Melly as warrior and friend. And I appreciate it, Ricky. Thank you. It's actually really sweet. I think you're intended to view that particular heart-to-heart after the upcoming battle as the affinity level between Melia and Ricky would not be at the proper level as of yet. At least as far as I know. Just saying. Also, there is a reason why I have this particular setup. Because this is just the perfect time for it, too. You'll soon see what I mean. Just a little bit further, and we should be just about there. And here we are. Welcome to the heart of the Bionis.
Welcome to my world. I must say, I am surprised. Zanza's vessel truly does have a will of its own, and looking quite sprightly.
I'm still alive. I won't die. Not yet. And that's why we're here.
Everyone who lives in this world has a life. So, it shouldn't be threatened by anyone. We'll never give in to Zanza.
So full of passion. Well, if it's life you're looking for, I'll show you true life.
Callion!
Brother!
no use in calling. It worked before, but now his transformation is complete. He is my adorable servant.
Get your hands off him, you dirty witch!
Do you know the meaning of the word telephia? It means that which eliminates impure life. Impure life, just like you. That which Lord Zanza does not require shall be extinguished from this world.
Alrighty, folks. You asked for it, Lorithia! So this particular fight is considered one of the most infamous in the entire game for two reasons. One of them being the repetitive boss quote drinking game strikes again. If you thought it was bad in like Sonic or in like Shadow the Hedgehog, for anyone who's played that, oh lord, it's even worse here because you'll have the words, "You will pay for your insolence" engraved into your brain by the time this is done. Just saying. In fact, I think she just said it now. God damn it. I screwed that up. Wow, that was quick.
Brother? Is that really you? Oh, I have longed to see you.
I too, Melia.
Brother, I must apologize. To you and to everyone.
Because of our transformation into Telethia.
I am a princess, but I brought misfortune upon the high end here.
You are mistaken, Melia. The Telethia gene lies dormant within us all. There was no escaping the cursed blood in our veins, sister. It was fate. That is why our father sought to dilute the bloodline. You are the hope of the High Entia. You will not transform into a Telethia. Even after the Bionis has reawakened, you can still succeed the Imperial line. You have the power to end our suffering. Knowing this, both I and father were happy to sacrifice ourselves. It was our choice.
Brother.
There is no need to fear. After all, this is precisely our wish. In the end, you are the only ones who can stop Zanza.
Yes.
Now, leave her to me. You must go. You must accompany Shulk.
No! My Telethia! You! What have you done?
I have done nothing. This is your destiny. Accept it with dignity.
Ah! My body! No! I was promised immortality!
Should have used the Dragon Balls rather than relying on good old Dixon, the mighty Dick.
Brother.
Melia, At long last I can be with Father. You must now live your own life. The path you forge, the future you choose. That is the hope of the High Entia.
Indeed we will, my friend. Indeed we will.
Thank you, brother. Your words will stay with me forever.
His words?
Oh, Ricky heard. Ricky heard Melly's brother. Oh, Callian say, hope of bird people. Where Melly's brother? Oh, Ricky not see him, but Ricky hear him.
Ricky. You too heard his parting words. Thank you.
Given the context of Ricky's costume, I know that had to hurt.
Melia,
Thank you for your concern. I am all right. Let us go and secure the future my brother so hoped for.
We will. Together.
Such a brave princess.
Dixon!
Don't look at me like that. I take time out of my schedule to send you off to a nice spot, and that's how you welcome me.
What do you mean?
I'll be waiting at Prison Island. I've picked out a lovely place to return your flesh and blood to the Bionis. Don't keep me waiting. See ya later.
Whatever you say, demo dick.
I'm gonna... Come on, everyone! We've got to get to Prison Island. Okay.
Alright. Time to head on out to Prison Island. Welcome back. Welcome back to the fortress that is seen on satellite TV and is super strong. I probably butchered the ever-loving crap out of that quote, but you get the idea.
Hey! Is this...
It's Prison Island. So it has sunk into the Bionis head.
Oh, Dun. Ricky feel funny feeling from above. Ricky instinct say Dixon is there.
Yes, I agree.
Start praying to Zanza, Dixon. We're coming!
Welcome back to Prison Island. Unlike last time where we had some darkness portals to allow us to speed on through Prison Island at a very quick pace, yeah, that's not happening here. We have to climb up the entire fortress on our own this time around. And this time, the teleporters will actually be active. So, at least there's that, I guess? I'm not really sure where I was going with that. But I think what I was trying to say here is that we have our work cut out for us when it comes to navigating our way through Prison Island. There's a lot of very powerful enemies around here, I believe around level 75 to 79, maybe even a level 80 or so. So, yeah, be prepared. Be prepared for some very powerful foes.
Can someone else handle this one?
Psychics, try hard. Roly-poly, keep on rolling. Heavy, try.
Time for a chain attack.
Alright, let's get to work. Nice! Well, that was quick. Nice one, Ricky. Way to steal some nice bottoms. Too bad we won't be needing them, but it's the thought that counts, right? Let's take a look. Ooh, these are some really nice items, plus another art book for Cure Bullet. So, like I was saying, be prepared to fight some very powerful enemies around here. And if you were wondering what the point was going back there, it was mainly to show off that there is a unique monster there that you can fight. And honestly, it's definitely worth fighting, mainly for the affinity coins that you get after defeating it. By the way, you can return back to the Bionis interior by, again, returning to the portal of which you entered this place in. Excuse me.
Let's stay focused.
Pretty neat. Alright. So anyway, we're going to have our work cut out for us when it comes to navigating through this place. It's a pretty long and arduous climb through Prison Island. But thankfully we don't have to worry about solving any major puzzles or anything like that. We just have to navigate our way through the place and get around some traps. You know, the whole shebang. You know how it works, right? Also, one thing worth mentioning is that during my prior playthrough with this game, in this place, the game actually crashed on me. And it was the only time in the entire game it actually did. Which is interesting. I'm done. Excuse me. Damn it. So, when it comes to the enemy roll call of Prison Island, at least the first part of Prison Island, we're going to be fighting a lot of elementals and also some evil horses. As we navigate through this place, we're going to be encountering some additional, very dangerous enemies here. So again, be prepared for long battles, especially if you're underleveled. As some of these battles can last for quite a while. Again, being at roughly level 80, you should be fine when it comes to fighting the enemies around here. So yes. This is it, folks. The final dungeon of the main campaign. And we can use these teleporters now, as I've mentioned earlier. Welcome to part 2 of Prison Island. We'll fight a bunch of flying beasts, evil horses, and also some weird dino beast experiment things that have gone horribly, horribly wrong. And have come from Prison Island from Sonic Adventure 2. JK. Just saying. All done. Who's next? Ooh, there's a big boy. So this particular unique monster is pretty annoying due to the fact that it has a very highly powerful damage spike. But so long as you use Monado Purge effectively, you should be able to kill it without too much of a problem. So long as you manage to do it quickly, that is. Just saying. Also, one more thing worth mentioning here is that since this is the final dungeon, you'll be able to get your hands on some of the most powerful items in the entire game here, which makes sense considering the circumstances. Well done. Okay.
Prepare yourselves!
Psychics, try hard.
Everyone, do your best. Time for a chain attack.
Ricky try really hard. You see it?
Of course, you sweet thing. Who's a brave boy?
Melia, are you feeling okay?
Well, that was pretty funny. Alrighty. Let's keep moving. Alright, I believe around this point is where we're going to be reaching. I'm going to guess roughly the quarter point. Like we're about a quarter of the way there, up the tower. Though I can't remember absolutely for sure, but I feel as though that is the case.
What took you so long?
Decent.
Are you even trying to fight? Things are gonna get a lot worse if you don't buck up your ideas.
Come down here and say that!
And he's like, nah. Why waste my energy when I can have this little dude do it for me? Great. Now we have to fight two of these things. Isn't that fun?
It's the warm-up act. If you can't get by this one, you don't stand a chance against me.
Stop these games, old man.
You'll have to stop this thing first. Hurry up! I'm just itching for a good old-fashioned scrap.
Whatever you say, asshole.
Everyone, be careful.
Monster want to eat Ricky?
This thing is no match for us.
Agreed. Time to kick its ass to the frickin' curb and then some. And also splatter its face across the pavement. Well, that was kinda lame.
Not bad.
Not thank you enough.
Okay, guys. Now we're putting together.
I feel it too, Shulk. Manifest yourself. I feel your ether.
All together now.
Building within me.
So like I said, this isn't the only thing we're going to be fighting here, as once we kill this thing... Oh, and by the way, yes, you can technically fast travel, but it's not advised to do that, because I believe if you do fast travel out of here, you have to redo that first part of the fight again. Same as if you die. So, that's something to keep in mind. This really shouldn't be too bad. Despite the fact that this is a level 78 sort of mid-boss-like enemy, it really isn't that bad at all. And once you take it down, the battle is won, and you don't need to worry about it ever again. Seriously. Unfortunately, we are lowered down to a lower level, and in order to make our way back up to where Dixon is, we do have to go all the way back around again. And fast traveling, though you could technically do it, it's not really advisable. Why? Simple. Because you kind of need to take the, you kind of need to run around here in order to raise the platform back up and keep it that way. As if you were to go back around again, the platform that was holding the arena in place is still lowered back down. That's actually a little bit rough, not gonna lie. But thankfully, that wasn't the worst thing ever. Believe me, I've had much worse. An atomic driver. Neat. I think I already have one of those that have 3 gems on it. Also, yeah, if you're wondering, we're supposed to open up that cage. And doing this, thankfully, is not too difficult. If you know where you have to go, you shouldn't have too much of an issue opening the cage and just proceeding. Once you clear out the enemies around here, or you sneak by them, then getting to the switch is just a simple matter of running up to it and you'll be fine. See what I mean? Okay. Anyway, welcome to the kitchen. This is the other part of that first room that we kind of been in earlier, but this is actually the other side of the steel fence. All done. All done with them. Now to finish off his friends. Goodbye.
Not bad. Cool. Let's keep this up.
Neat. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Everyone, do your best.
Try hard.
We can definitely do this. I'm really feeling it.
Do not hesitate, Shulk. Take me lightly at your peril. Ricky! Skill activated.
Very cool.
Ancient spirit of ice to me! No restraint! Freeze! Ice wave! Ricky!
Leave it to Hero Pod.
There we go.
Happy hero.
Hello, Riot. I'm not speedrunning this game, if you couldn't tell. Yeah, I was. I was kind of lurking in the background for quite a while. Also, congrats on the new PB. Funny enough, a 130 was when I got, when I first did, BK any percent no RBA.
Each other is our greatest strength.
Alright.
Okay, my turn. It's not over yet.
I'm kind of surprised I managed to pull that off despite the frame rate drop. Jesus.
Leave it to me. Keep it up.
Damn, that was awesome. All done. I know, that was actually kind of unfortunate. But, these things happen when you're trying to keep in mind a bunch of things at once. Yeah, true. But, as they always say, there's always room for improvement. Let's see here. Good luck with that. Right now, I'm trying to not only bop nade, which is going to be difficult to do on its own, but also DD Lux. Just saying. I kind of want to get second place, at least as of right now, when it comes to any percent no RBA. And once I do that, then I'll return to 100% and continue grinding that, at least on Xbox. Yeah, good luck with that. Not saying you can't do it, but seriously though, good luck. I mean, right now, I am focusing on second place at the very least when it comes to getting any percent no RBA placed on the boards. Boggy B so much. Oh, believe me, I know how that feels oh too well, to fail B Boggy so hard. Yeah, it is really damn difficult and requires a ton of practice. But eventually, it can be done. And done fairly efficiently, too, at that. Just saying. One thing I do when it comes to practicing Be Boggy is, when I do so, I kind of do the demo desync adventure, try to do FP early, get enough jiggies to open up Click Clock Wood, then make a beeline to Click Clock Wood, and grab the B transformation and run. And then return to, then I would then execute Reverse B adventure, and also find a way to glitch my way back into Freeze's Peak via another FP early kind of method with the B, which that is pretty difficult and inconsistent within itself. Just saying. Yeah, that's a good idea, as that's how I did it too. Any percent or 100% no RBA at first, or even 100% no Be Boggy for a bit. As that, like I said, requires a ton of practice. Speaking of practice, I feel like I'm definitely out of practice when it comes to that. Dear. Oh dear. Yeah, that's true. Same holds true to any and all major tricks like that whenever it comes to the game. Like bit clips? I ain't doing bit clips. For one, I don't know how. Number two, even if I would know how, I would not be integrating that into any runs that I do until I get consistent at it. And three, it's only available via N64 right now. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I mean, I think that was how I got my 21245 one time when I actually took the B back into Clanker's Cavern, rather than doing Be Boggy. Granted, at the time I was following Seven Hornet's route because he was the world record holder at the time. That is until Nate took it back from him. Oh dear. That is a pretty nasty spike this thing has. If it goes into a topple state and you attack it, then you'll be dazed forever. Okay, so one thing worth mentioning here. Thank you. Alrighty, well, see you later, Riot, and thanks for stopping by. Zap. Sweet. So, as I was saying before, this particular enemy has a very nasty spike. Do not topple it, as that would pretty much send you straight to the Shadow Realm. And nobody wants to go to the Shadow Realm in this game. Unless you're trying to Death Warp. In which case, have fun. Okay. Give me that. Okay. So the point of going through those rooms was mainly for those treasure chests of which the enemies were guarding, as they contain some very, very valuable equipment that you can really only get once per playthrough. But still, they're really good for what they offer as far as defense. Wow, actually, that's not too bad. Give me that. Let's see. Anyone else need anything of substantial value? Doesn't look like it. But just in case, you never know. Okay. I know that took quite a while to sort through my equipment just to be sure that everyone is equipped properly. But let me tell you, it was definitely worth it when it comes to equipping certain items. That is for sure. And like I said, some of those items you can only get once per playthrough, and they are some of the best items in the game. And the reason why you can only get them once per playthrough is because of the fact that those chests, as soon as you open them, they remain open forever. So that's something to keep in mind. Speaking of opening chests, I believe that there is another chest just down here, towards the very beginning of this place, that has some additional treasures. Wow. We'll have to collect 10 of these death lice. Wow. That's gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass. Yeah, whatever. It ain't a big deal.
I feel it too, Shulk.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah, there is a chest behind this very wall here. But getting to it... Well, actually, there's two chests. And they're both behind these walls. Getting to them is going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass. But... we're not going to be worrying about those right now. As getting to those chests, yes, they do hold some very valuable items, but they're not really needed to progress through this frickin' dungeon. Just saying. So, one other thing worth noting around here is that since this is the final dungeon and all, there's not a whole lot of landmarks that you can respawn at. So, if you die, you're going quite a ways back. So, be careful and try not to get yourself thrown into the Shadow Realm unnecessarily. Just saying, you definitely don't want to go to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo. All done.
Of course, you sweet thing.
Yes.
Brave boy.
Melia,
I frickin' love that.
okay?
Alright. Time to get moving on back up towards that freaking arena that we just raised right back up. It is quite a trek, but let me tell you, it was definitely worth it. Also, it might be possible to just jump down to where you need to go once you lower the platform. In fact, I think it's actually a better idea to fast travel towards the bottom anyway. So, I mean, if you're looking to speedrun this game, definitely learn it. It's quite a trip trying to figure things out. Also, hi there, little buddy. I'm surprised you didn't join with your friend to try to take us on. I guess that would make things a bit unfair, but still, I'm more than prepared to take you on along with your friends. Goodbye. That was easy. Lol. There we go. All done with that. Once that's taken care of, the staircase appears, which is awesome to see. There's also another heart-to-heart here, and I think this is only one of 2 heart-to-hearts that exist here in this dungeon. Journey's End. Let's take a look. Hey Ricky, I gotta confess something to you. Ricky, Ryan obsessed with Ricky? Not obsess, confess. It's just, I didn't think you'd get this far. What Ryan mean? I just figured you'd give up and head back to the village. Ricky do want to go home. Ricky want to see Oka and all Little Pond Village. Ricky want pollen cakes and Ricky want them now! Sounds like you'd rather eat cake than see your family, Ricky. No, Ricky think family most important. But Ricky is Hero Pond, so fight till battle ends. That right. You've got a pretty big family. I'm almost jealous of you, Ricky. Why Ryan jealous? I ain't got a family left. When I go home, no one's there waiting. You must be the happiest blonk on Bionis, Ricky. Cheer up, Ryan. Ricky want Ryan to start own happy family. Easier said than done, man. Ricky think it easy. Get married, start family. Ryan think too hard sometimes. So you reckon I should stop thinking about it so much? Ricky want to marry Oka, so Ricky tell her, marry Ricky! Oka was so angry she slapped Ricky. But then she agreed and Ricky and Oka have family. I can only imagine how that went. Oh boy. So you think if I get a girl to marry me, I'm all set? I hate to argue with you, but that sounds like a good idea. Or agree with you. Ryan agree with Ricky? Ricky helped Ryan get married to other hum-hum. Cheers, man. Gotta have to find me a nice girl first, though. But Ryan already have nice girl. Wait, you don't mean... Well, maybe, but this ain't the time or the place. When we're all home free, I hope she doesn't turn me down. Oh, I think he's referring to Sharla. I don't think he's referring to Melia, though. Sharla is the more likely candidate here. Just saying. Okay. Still, though, that is a pretty fun little piece when it comes to heart-to-hearts in this game. Definitely one of my favorites for sure. Especially with the part of Ricky just flat out asking Oka to marry him. Like I said, I can only imagine how that went. Oka probably sent Ricky flying across the frickin' planet. Afterwards, I guess Oka was like, you know, perhaps Perhaps it's not a bad idea to accept his proposal. So, perhaps that's the reason? I don't even know. Your guess is as good as mine. Okay, looks like I was wrong about the number of heart-to-hearts here. There's actually 3. Then again, there might be 4, and I just am not remembering the 4th one. Well, whatever, it ain't a big deal. I think for this one we need, Melia and Sharla. Yep, Untold Feelings. Let's take a look. Hey Melia, I wanted to talk to you about you-know-who. You mean Shulk? Yeah, I was wondering about you and him, you know. You're being rather vague, Sharla. What were you wondering? Well, you know, about Shulk. Do you still... or have you given up? What chance do I have? Do you honestly think there is any room in Shulk's heart for me? Why would you say that? Fiora admitted to me her feelings. She wants to be with Shulk. I will never best her. So she told you. Yet I feel strangely relieved. As if I could move on with my life and forget this pain in my heart. Stop putting on a brave face. If you didn't do that all the time, things might go better for you. Whatever do you mean? If you opened yourself up a bit, share your doubts with others, before today I doubted whether you can handle it all, Melia. You're always telling everyone else not to worry about you. Well, we are who we are. I find it difficult to change, as all of us do. Well, I'm only trying to give you some friendly advice. I never want you to change too drastically. None of us would. We all like you just the way you are. Thank you for saying that, Sharla. And next time, whoever you go for, they'll be putty in your hands. I certainly hope so. Thank you, Sharla. Well, again, did not quite mean to butcher the crap out of that, but no problem. I'm okay with this.
Don't lose focus. Can someone else handle this one? Leave it to Ryan. Sounds perfect, Irene. Yeah, let's do it. Against the odds. Bring it on. We can definitely do this. Blossom, dance.
I'm pretty sure those 3 dinosaur-like creatures there are supposed to be guarding this bridge, but if you're a high enough level, you can just bypass them altogether, which is rather interesting.
Taste of victory is sweet. Nice job. Let's not lose our heads, though.
Also, okay, what's targeting me? Oh, you. Okay, hi. How you doing?
I'm powering up. All right, time is away. Now it's right time. I'm feeling my power returning to me. Right behind you for our fury. Gale Slash. Right now. Yeah. Rhine time.
Nice. Nice one, Ryan. That was just the best.
We are at one with the battlefield.
Okay. Alright, time to move on. We still have a bit of a ways to go when it comes to climbing this freaking Tower of Death. There are a lot of very strong enemies around here, as I've already mentioned several times so far. Granted, this is the final dungeon, and that makes the most sense. Well, here we are. Welcome to the final part, the Gondoral Cathedral. I probably butchered the crap out of that name, but you get the idea.
Where are we? What is this place?
looks like a cathedral. There's an altar over there.
These have scary faces.
We better take a look.
You see something, Shulk?
This indentation. It looks like something should fit inside it.
Yep, Ricky feel like something here.
It's probably a way up to the top.
Could it really be that easy?
There's no use thinking about it. Let's search for whatever fits into the gap.
Okay. Alright, we got one more thing to take care of around here. Well, technically two. First off, there is one more heart-to-heart worth viewing around here, and that is between Shulk and Fiora, I'm pretty sure. And that heart-to-heart is right up here. But anyway, what we have to do is find something that can fit within an indentation of the altar. Once we do that, then we should be able to proceed without too much of a problem. And proceed to the very top where Dixon awaits. Anyway, time to view this before the final battle. Something wrong, Shulk? You look like you're a million miles away. Shulk, you in there? Oh, hey Fiora, what's up? Hello, I just asked you that. You feeling okay? Sorry, I was just thinking. You've been like this since we got here. You don't miss a thing, do you? Nope, and I know exactly what's been on your mind. You're worried about me. Yes, how did you know? All I had to do was look at your face. I could feel the worry. Just by looking at me. That's pretty amazing. I was joking, Shulk. Thank you, though. But I've been feeling much better, so stop worrying so much. Well, if you're feeling better... Hey, Shulk, do you think I'll ever be 100% Hums again? No doubt, of course you will. I will make it happen. Oh, Shulk, thank you. I don't know what I would do without you. When this is all over, we'll find a way. Whenever we make a camp, I see you with your head in the book. The other night, you didn't sleep. Are you doing all this for me? Yeah, but it's nothing. I always get carried away when I fixate on one thing. It's a bad habit of mine. But you must be so exhausted from all the fighting. Don't worry, Fiora. I'm fine. I did some good... Excuse me. I did some good because now I've learned a few things. Really? Like what? The key is combining Machina and High Entia technologies. Mikal gave me a book explaining the joint research they did. It was years and years ago, but it covered all sorts of fields. I don't know much about medicine, but Charlotte and Lenada do. I'll get them to help. Shulk. Sorry, Fiora. This stuff is really boring, huh? No, it's not. Fiora? Are you crying? Yes, but these are tears of joy. I don't know what to say. When I get my body back, let's go have another picnic at the park in the colony. Sure thing, Fiora. It's a date. One day, I promise. Oh, that's really sweet. Okay. Glad that's all settled. Ready to ship out, if you know what I mean. You know what? I'll keep this party set up. This ought to be fun. Alright. Now, to search for this indentation. As far as where this thing is, it's really not too difficult to find. If you look at the map, you should be able to figure out where you need to go. I mean, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? just keep in mind, when you're navigating your way through this bridge, you're going to be encountering a lot of fairly powerful enemies, roughly level 75 to, I believe, roughly level 80. At least, as far as I remember. Alright, come down here so that way I can kick your asses. There we go, all done.
Let's keep this up. Let's not lose our heads, though.
That was unexpected. Boom! Right in the kisser. Man, that was awesome. Time to send you to the Shadow Realm! Or not. Well, that was unfortunate. Kinda sucked that thing was immune to topples. Eh. Okay. Alright.
I'm ready. Let me at 'em.
By the way, I believe if you try to charge headlong throughout this bridge, you're gonna be very easily overwhelmed by the enemy forces just sitting there waiting for you. So that's something to keep in mind. Great, now we got a unique monster behind us too. Isn't that great? Alright, let's go. Nice. Now that is how you clean up a frickin' unique monster. With style. Love it. Let's see what we got. Spear Blade. Again, another art book that I really do not need, but it's fine. Well done.
Let's stay focused. Good thing I'm here. No? Anyone?
Okay. Didn't realize I left this chest behind. Whatever. No big deal. Another Dark Claw added to the collection. Excuse me. Alright. Now then. Let's head on up, grab the thing, and get ready for fun. And when I say fun, I mean fun. There we go. You may be wondering, what is the point of ringing this bell? Well, believe it or not, this is actually required for this so-called ritual. Once we ring the bell, we'll summon the guardian of that plaque, or whatever it is, the indentation that we need. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. As soon as we enter this square space, the fight officially begins. This thing is level 79, and it's a pretty deadly enemy at that. That'll get rid of the spike, at least for now. Now then, let's see if we can topple lock this thing. Get smacked. Goodbye. And that, as they say, is that. Dragon has been slain. We got ourselves the Dragon's Eye, which is needed in order to fill in the indentation and thus summon the final elevator. And there it is. There we go, folks. Here's our path, waiting for us to reach the top.
I can sense Dixon. We must be near the top. If we proceed from here, we will be unable to return. Are you ready to go on?
No, I need more time.
I understand. We'll be ready.
Okay. So, as Dixon said, using this teleporter means that you're going to be entering a point of no return. As in, once you step through, you will not be able to save the game any further, and you'll have to play through the remainder of the game and finish it. If you're unable to finish the game, you're soft locked there until you reload the game. So be sure that you are at the proper level and make sure that you are ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap my party around a little bit. I think this ought to do it. And as I said at the very beginning of this Let's Play, let's go and change everyone into their swimsuit. I'm probably gonna get this video demonetized on YouTube later, which is gonna be kind of annoying. But I did promise this. I promised everyone that we're gonna be fighting and defeating an almighty god in nothing but our frickin' swim trunks. And I think that'll do it for basically everyone. Unfortunately, Mecha Fiora does not have any sort of swimsuits as far as I know, which is kind of a shame, but alas, it is what it is. I'll keep everyone the way they are. Actually, you know what? Just for funsies, let's go ahead and dress everyone else up in their swim attire. Again, it is unfortunate that Fiora is the only one who doesn't have a swim attire, at least not in her mecha form. She does have one in her Homs form, though, so at the very beginning of the game. But her mecha form sadly doesn't. Oh well, it is what it is. No big deal. Alright. There we go. Progress is saved. Time to seize our destiny.
I can sense.
Okay, so apparently skipping the event here is the same as saying no.
I can sense. If we proceed.
Alright, let's go.
Yes, I'm ready.
Aren't you scared?
I would be lying if I said no. But still, we must go on.
Agreed. We know what we're fighting for.
We decided ages ago.
Dunban?
Oh, sorry. I just got caught up in the moment.
Come on, Dunban.
Right, let's go. Time to seize our destiny.
Agreed. And we're doing it in style. With nothing but our swim trunks. And our manhoods. And not the one downstairs. I mean, the one upstairs.
We can't hold out any longer!
Stop complaining. We're not the only ones fighting. Believe in Shulk and the others. We will defend this place until they get back. That's the plan, so stick to it.
Understood.
Hi there, little boy. You're going to the Shadow Realm! Oh! Alright. Kinda interesting that he sounds like Zord. It may have his body, but it's not Zord. Zord has been long since dead.
That faced Mechon.
They're on our side now. There used to be Homs, all of them. They may look different, but they all want the same thing as us. Juju, let's go.
All right.
So, while Atharan and Juju are fighting their own battles, we have our own to take on. So, if you wanted to return after proceeding through this platform, you can't do it. And also, fast traveling is not allowed anymore. So, that's something to keep in mind. Alrighty, time to fight Dixon and seize our destiny! Let's go, boys. Let's freaking go.
Dixon!
Kept me waiting a while, Shulk.
Waiting? For us to fight you?
Yeah, that's what it's come to. Or will you just shut up and let me kill you?
We'll never do that.
Just as I expected. Wouldn't have it any other way. I've been working for Lord Zanza since the beginning. I raised you purely so he could live on.
I know. And I must thank you for granting me such power. It's all down to you that I'm standing here, ready for you now.
And ready to stop you.
Boy.
So, Dixon, you show your true form!
Dixon! If you're so determined to stop us, then we will kill you!
Here we go, boys. Here we go. Time to fight Dixon the Disciple. Dixon the dickiest of the dicks. The silver of the hedgehogs. The it's no use meme machine. Said no one. Dixon is not someone who is of meme-worthy status. Just saying. So, Dixon is level 80, and for this first part of the fight, I believe we only have to drain so much of his health or survive for a certain period of time. Afterwards, the second phase of the fight officially begins, like right now.
This is getting boring. You worms are no match for me.
I call bullshit.
I see you've inherited Mayneth's power.
Not her power.
Huh?
I've inherited her memories. That's why I fight you.
Fiora!
Memories, huh? And what good are those meant to be? Can't use memories to kill anyone.
Why are you fighting? You're helping Zanza to create a world where nothing exists. What could you possibly hope to get out of it?
Only those with power have the right to decide such things.
You're wrong.
Zanza just tells me where to fight and I fight. And that's how I like it.
Is that your reason for fighting?
It's the only reason.
Mayneth wished for a world where the peoples of Bionis and Mechonis could live hand in hand. You will never get away with this!
Is that right? Then what are you gonna do about it? In that feeble body? That body doesn't have a Monado anymore. Who knows how much life it's got in it? Hey, better say goodbyes.
It can't be.
I'm fine. I'll carry on fighting beside you until the very end.
Fiora!
Well then, we better make this quick. What's that? Little boy lost his Monado and can't do a thing without it.
Be careful!
Well, you can't. It's time to learn your play.
Melia!
Stand up, Fiora! Did you not say that you wanted to be with Shulk? Do not throw your life away for this scoundrel!
She's right. You have to take what you want. There's no point in dying!
You're nothing!
Shulk, show him what you're made of. Come on, man. You don't need the Monado to take down this piece of scum. Ah.
No, Ricky, no. Ricky, no Shulk brave. Ricky want to see the old Shulk. Shulk is real Heropon.
Shulk! Real power comes from within! Believe in your own true strength, Shulk!
Everyone.
Shulk. It's time, Shulk. Let's finish this.
I will not fail. With your faith in me and our strength combined, we can do this.
Sir, you ever gonna make this worth my while? Huh? Can't be. That power.
Alright, Dixon, it's time for us to finish this! Well, that was kind of unfortunate. Yeah, whatever. No big deal. Okay, so apparently he is immune to having his aura removed. So that's duly noted. So like I said, this part of the fight is where the true battle officially begins. And this is where you finally can teach Dixon a goddamn lesson he will take with him for the rest of his freaking days. Boom.
Best fight I've had in. Good job, everyone.
Now we're getting started.
Goodbye.
How is it possible without the Monado?
Face me! Stand and fight!
Still got some fight in you then. I'm done. I'm going home.
Dixon!
I just wanted the power of a god. This martyr stuff's not for me. Go! I ain't gonna risk my life to stop ya.
Get back here! You expect us to let you go? What?
Enough. It's Zanza we're after, not him.
Okay.
Damn. How that kid gets so strong. I ain't gonna let you see me die. I won't give you the satisfaction of victory. See ya, kid. Looks like the student finally surpassed the teacher.
Shulk. His wounds.
Goodbye, Dixon. You may have been the ultimate dick during the last part of the game, but we'll never forget you. And we'll never forget what you've done.
Why? Why can I not see any further? Now that I possess both Monados, I should be at one with the passage of fate. Why does the vision end here? Huh? So Dixon has passed. Lorithia too. How can this be? Are Telethia growing weak? How could they be defeated by such worthless mortals?
This world belongs to you all. Create a world with no need for gods.
A world that has no need for gods. There is no world without a god. This world belongs to me!
Where are we?
What happened? It's nighttime. Is Ricky have bad dream?
Look down. Look at all the stars.
We're not on Bionis anymore. There's no land or sea either.
Welcome everyone to the final destination. Welcome to space. And sadly we won't be going into any sort of super forms here. Instead, in order to proceed, all we have to do is just get past the spirits of some of our toughest battles in the game. Or some of the most wholesome of enemies whom we fought throughout this entire adventure. Including Munkar, I believe Zord also makes an appearance, as well as Gatto. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is how it works. So, fighting and defeating these spirits may not be 100% necessary, but it is still a good idea to take them down, as I'm pretty sure that they kind of act like gatekeepers. And also, just like with any other teleporter, you do have to stop in place by the green light in order to activate the teleporter. So, there's that. You also cannot fast travel in this place at all. Believe me, I've tried. So, there is no way you can grind at this point in the game. So, if you're under leveled and you reach this point, oh dear. Like I said, you're soft locked. There's nothing you can do other than reload the game, go back and grind. Or go and complete some quests. Just saying. So, those two planets were Jupiter and Saturn. Now, we're at Mars. Let's see what we got over here. It looks like a Spirit Telethia. Bit of an oddball, but, whatever. Let's go. Bring it, little boy. Or it could be a girl, could be whatever, I don't care. It's a thing. It needs to die because it's in our way. Also, this place has some very unique battle music. And it's music not heard anywhere else in the game. I never really listened to it long enough to know what that piece really is and what it entails. Anyway, welcome to the last landmark, the moon. The moon, which faces the Earth itself. So, that's interesting. Alright, so last spirit guardian we have to face is the spirit of Gato in his jade-faced form. Goodbye. Okay. Time to head on in.
It's beautiful.
Is that a ball of water?
So, you finally made it, Shulk.
Elvis.
It's you.
What is it, Shulk?
I cannot wait to see which path you choose. Let us meet again after you have made your choice.
Hello, Zanza. We finally meet again.
Welcome, Shulk. That voice. It's Zanza.
But he looks different.
I had planned to use the body obtained from Shulk as a vessel in which to dwell for the next millennium. However, I came to possess a great and unexpected power.
Mayneth's Monado.
Correct. In addition to my own Monado, which you kept safe for me, I was also able to obtain a second weapon which holds the power of creation. Now I possess all I desire. There is no longer any need for the life of Bionis. I must thank you indeed, Shulk. You were of more use to me than any of my disciples. Now that I have the Monados, I can forgive you your betrayal.
Ha! You gonna give him a reward?
Precisely. I will have him serve as my new disciple. You will be granted eternal life and unimaginable strength. Death will be but a fleeting afterthought.
Are you so arrogant to believe that the High Entia... No. All life on Bionis are nothing but your playthings?
Playthings?
Yes! You don't know how it feels to have slain my brethren after they had transformed into Telethia.
What are you talking about? A Telethia is a High Entia's true form. I did not transform them. I returned them. The Telethia are mere cells from my body. I conferred intelligence upon them on a mistaken whim, creating a primitive life form, the High Entia. They enjoyed a brief existence as sentient beings. For that, they should be grateful.
Huh. So this is the arrogance of a creator.
As I planned, the life of Bionis existed simply to serve as my vessels and my food. Bionis is nothing more than an accumulation of their corpses and life energy.
But though you feign omnipotence, the High Entia still confined you to Prison Island. That is how limited you are.
Confined me? I was merely resting there for a while. I was wounded in the battle with Mayneth's vessel. I simply awaited the day when a new vessel, revealed to me in a vision, would be born. Until I was born. Precisely. I intended to inhabit your body and once again do battle with Mayneth. However, I had no idea that I would defeat her so easily.
Mayneth.
You did a great deed in granting me a new Monado. I will gladly take you as my new disciple, Shulk.
Never! I don't want to be your vessel or your disciple. I just want to live my life as a Homs. in a world without you!
That is most regrettable. You could have entrusted all to me and attained peace. But perhaps the vision of mortals will ever remain limited. Using one's power to change the world, that is a right possessed only by gods.
Is that why you laid waste to Mechonis?
Of course. Along with the beings called Machina, who followed Maynard. They had evolved and become insolent under her protection.
So you're saying us Homs are next in line, eh?
You are correct. You yourselves have proven that Homs are a dangerous species. How unfortunate. I had a desire for friendship. But granting intelligence to the lives I created was a mistake. A god should not long for friendship.
You're wrong! Maynard chose to exist alongside us. She grew to consider us her friends. You should have accepted that. But what you were hoping for was not friendship. You wanted worthless slaves. Our lives as food.
Just as I suspected, it appears that I was mistaken to grant free will. However, all will soon be over. The Telethia will exterminate all life on Bionis. I will then create a new world. Just as I have done many times before.
We will not allow it. We cannot. We will stop you!
Here we freaking go, folks. The final battle commences now. And probably one of the best freaking final boss themes in the entire game. Now listen as its majestic wails shine upon you. Oh, what?
You mere vessels dare to oppose the will of a god? Then I shall obliterate everything with my unimaginable power. Now, behold the true form of a united world!
Time for phase 2.
Only the divine may shape the future. Here we go! Dream Edge! Yeah! Rhyme time! Your turn! Leave it to me! Got it! Keep it up! I know!
By the way, I know that Zanza technically is labeled as a red enemy, and he has unknown level, but according to the game's code, I believe he is technically level 80. It's just not displayed, just for the sake of suspense and story. As you saw during the first phase of the fight, he does summon little minions to serve him and try to slow you down. But just focus your attention purely on him and only him. Don't worry about anyone else. Trust me. As this fight goes on, he will be granting himself some pretty powerful buffs. And I believe after you drain his health roughly to 95%, the final phase officially begins.
How can you have visions? You no longer possess the Monado. I don't know. It comes from the bottom of my heart. It shows me my enemy. It reveals the future I must change.
The future we see is not set in stone. There are infinite possibilities based on the paths we choose. You should be well aware of this notion. For that is how you have always existed.
That is a right for gods, and gods only! Why should we care? What's important isn't whether you can see the future or not. It's the will to make a choice, and the strength to seize your destiny. Our time has come. Our destiny is our own!
Whoa, damn!
Can it be? A Monado?
It is not only you that has the right. Every living thing has the freedom to choose the path they walk. And that is the future.
A third Monado has appeared. How can this have happened? You are mere mortals!
Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the Monado 3. The Monado 3 only appears during this fight if you're playing a regular new game. And after you finish the main game, you don't get to keep this Monado. You only get to keep it during a New Game Plus run. And any future playthroughs afterwards. The final phase is here. And thus, one of the best freaking themes in the entire game also in place, just like with this. And I believe this is known as God's Slaying Sword. Time to wreck his face into the freaking ground. And thus, the God-slaying sword has slain a god.
How? The power of a god cannot be overcome.
Zanza, this is the providence of the world. Even gods are merely beings restricted to the limited power determined by providence. That power, although great, is not unlimited.
That voice! Albus! How dare you disobey me! Ah!
I am Monado. I was here at the beginning, and I will proclaim the end.
But that's impossible.
Shulk, it is time for you to choose. Does this world belong to Zanza, or does it belong to you?
That is something I decided long ago. That's simple. Today, we use our power to fell a god, and then seize our destiny.
And nothing but our swim trunks.
That I am is fading. The memory of a god's existence, born from the chaos of creation, it is vanishing.
Where are we? What's happening now?
This is my home.
Your home? Let's begin the experiment. Whose voice was that?
It is Zanza, before he became a god, when he was simply a man of flesh and blood.
No! The results have not been confirmed! It's too dangerous!
And that voice? It's Mayneth. Ridiculous! It's perfectly safe. We are about to bear witness to the birth of a universe. Once, only a god could perform such a miracle. But today, mankind moves one step closer to the divine!
And then everyone died. The end. No, seriously, that's what happens.
It was simple curiosity. The curiosity of a single man that destroyed the universe and created a new one. A new universe. Your world was born. And so, two gods came into existence. Zanza and Mayneth were lonely, so they created life in their own image.
And that was how we were born.
As the world advanced to each further stage, it was inherited by generations of different life forms. But over time, awareness of Zanza faded. Zanza feared this. In order to escape his own annihilation, he wished for a world in a perpetual cycle of destruction and recreation.
Bionis being filled with life. And the Telethia coming to wipe it out. It was all the will of Zanza.
It was. But the truth of the matter is that he longed for friendship.
His future, and our future. It might have been possible for them to coexist.
Correct. However, that time has passed. The old god was defeated by the new god that he himself created.
New god?
Yes. That is why I appeared before you, Shulk.
Alvis, what are you?
I am the administrative computer of a phase transition experiment facility. But that will mean little to you. To you, I am a machine. That is my original form.
Alvis?
This world is stagnant. It has expired. Therefore, I will ask you, its new god. What is your wish? Will you allow the world to continue to stagnate? Or will you allow it to evolve to the next level? The choice is yours to make.
I don't know. All I wanted to do was stop Zanza having his way, that's all. I cannot be a god.
Too right. You're great and all, but there's no way you're a god.
Everyone.
Look, don't worry, Shulk. None of us want to be gods anyway. And I don't really know what the future holds, but we just want to live our life as it comes.
Eating grub, sleeping, laughing, crying, sometimes arguing. Sounds all right.
Yes, he's right. And being with the ones we love, that's enough.
Even so, we change little by little. Every day is a little different from the last. We do not know what the future will hold.
More fun not knowing. Ricky want to have fun.
Life's little surprises are what makes it great. We don't know what's going to happen. It's worrying sometimes, but it's also exciting. Don't you think?
Yeah. Isn't that called progress? Aren't we all continuously evolving? I'm not sure we need a more dramatic change than that.
Yeah. You're right. Little by little. Each day as it comes. That's how we should live. That's our world.
Forgive my presumptuousness, but I recreated their personalities from your consciousness.
Alvis, it sounds like you don't think I can make my own decisions. I'm supposed to be the god.
Apologies. However, I have good reason. This world has little time remaining if left in this state. Have you made your decision? The choice is yours, Creator. Tell me your decision for the future of this world.
I won't decide. The future should be decided by each and every person in the world. And so, what we wish for is a world with no gods.
Looks like with that power, Shulk recreated the universe as nature intended. Funny enough, during that cutscene, there's actually a pretty interesting connection with that space station and with this game as well as Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Not so much Xenoblade Chronicles Cross, aka Xenoblade Chronicles X, but even so. There is a very interesting connection, and when I do cover Xenoblade Chronicles 2, that'll be when things really start to get fun. So, after the universe was recreated, it seems now peace and harmony is now thriving.
Are you trying to kill me? I'm really sorry, Colonel. Sorry? What do you mean, sorry? Squad jumps around the entire colony. 50 laps! Now! Please, Colonel!
Ah yes, that's excellent. So, you can take the materials to District 4.
The restoration's coming along nicely.
Thanks to Melia and Vinea. The High Entia and Machina have some amazing technology.
We are happy to help. To live alongside one another in harmony. After all, I have no doubt this is what Lady Mayneth and Egil would have wanted.
Hear, hear. And may it last forever.
Dumba,
Fiora, what is it?
have you seen Shulk?
Oh, he just left. I don't know where he's gone, but he was with Ryan and the others.
Okay, thank you.
Fiora?
Yes?
It's nothing. Good luck.
Trying to score, huh? Good luck.
If you're looking for Shulk, he is not here.
Amazing. It's like you've got eyes in the back of your head. What were you looking at? The sea?
I wasn't looking at anything in particular. If anything, Fiora, I was thinking. Thinking about the future that awaits us all.
Wow. You're so much more thoughtful than me.
Really? I don't think so. I was just answering your question.
But I know what you mean. You're right. We've been through a lot.
Yes. We have. I am grateful to all of you. It is because I met you that I experienced so much, and it is the reason I am here now.
Yes, we're happy you're here too. Thanks, Melia, for everything. I'm glad I met you.
And I you.
Yeah! Almost got it!
Rain! Go, Rain! Oh, Ricky really hungry!
Put your back into it, Ryan! Are you okay?
It's salty! What's up with the water being so salty?
Ryan, you're terrible at this. When was the last time you fished?
Bad fisherman! Ricky won't eat big fish!
Give us a break. You try next time, Furball.
Fishing is Ryan's job. Ricky's job is eating!
Hang on a sec.
Nice.
Isn't Oka gonna have a massive go at you if you don't go back to her with 14 fish to feed all your little pond?
Oh, Ricky forgot. Wifey pond very angry if not catch more fish.
It ain't me she's gonna be angry with.
No, Ryan, catch fish! Catch fish now! Oh, fish!
That's too funny. Hey Shulk, it's good to see you.
The breeze feels so good.
It does.
Well, would you look at that? Fiora finally got her Hom's body back. Isn't that sweet?
What is it?
Oh, that hairstyle. It looks good on you, that's all. Yeah.
Really? Oh, I was thinking about growing it out, but... Hey, which do you prefer?
Both, of course.
Oh, come on. What am I supposed to say to that?
Sorry. Okay. It's great like that. Don't change it.
I'd forgotten what it feels like to do this. I wonder what the future has in store for us.
Who knows? I'm sure it will be full of ups and downs.
Ups and downs?
I don't know what the future holds. But that means I can imagine the possibilities. We can achieve anything we put our minds to.
Yeah. You're right.
Do you remember what the Monado, Alvis, said to us the last time we saw him?
Yes, of course.
Shulk. This new world is boundless. It is home to not only you, but many forms of life. I can see it. In this world, all life will walk towards the future, hand in hand.
So in other words, we have world peace. Honestly, that's quite beautiful.
I hope I can meet them all. The people of this endless world.
Me too. We will. I know it.
We'll meet them. And whatever happens, we'll face our future together.
Whether it be in this world or an entirely different universe. Only one way to find out, and that is to take one step towards our bright future. And that's the main campaign, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. That is the main campaign of Xenoblade Chronicles. Man, what a ride this has been. Of course, like I said, we're not even close to done yet. There's still much left to do. There's still the rest of the restoration of Colony 6, and there's also some additional side quests I kind of want to take care of and finish up. And, also I want to at least, show off all the other, Monado replicas that Shulk can get his hands on. Well, more or less cosmetically, and also getting the materials necessary to make the things in the first place. I also have, I still want to show off all of the super bosses in the game. And yeah, I believe there is 5 super bosses. One I kind of forgot about, and it's actually located in Satoral Marsh, of all places. Kind of weird, I know, but it's true. I'm pretty sure this super boss I'm referring to appears around, I think when the events of when Dixon reveals his true colors and Mechonis is destroyed. I think that's when that particular super boss shows up, though I can't really say for sure if that's really the case or not. Regardless, though, there's still quite a bit left when it comes to covering the main game, but there's not going to be that much left. Not as much as the main campaign for sure. I know I've dragged my feet throughout this entire campaign, but what can I say? This is one of those games which you should not rush to the end. You really should take things one step at a time, take a look around the environment, and just explore, take everything in. Smell the roses, you know? Because you know what they say, it's about the journey, not the destination. And I feel as though that you miss out on quite a large chunk of the game if you don't take on hardly any quests whatsoever, and you just bum rush to the end. And if you play your cards right, you can probably complete this game in roughly 4.5 to 5 hours. I mean, playing casually, of course. Might be 6 or 7 hours, I don't know. So, like I said, think of it this way. A typical Call of Duty campaign roughly lasts about 5 or 6 hours. And that is if you're playing on a difficulty like, say, Recruit or regular difficulty, so roughly medium difficulty. If you just speed on through, you'll be able to finish it in about a couple hours. The same also kind of holds true when it comes to Xenoblade Chronicles. Granted, I'm talking about a New Game Plus run. A regular playthrough of the game outside of New Game Plus will take longer, and I'm not 100% sure what the current world record is for a regular non-New Game Plus playthrough of this game. In fact, I can probably look that up real quick, just for the hell of it, because, well, might as well. We're talking about some relevant information here, so I guess I can pull this up real quick, provided that the SRC doesn't throw a freaking fit. Here we go. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Let's see. There's new game any % for normal as well as casual mode. So the current world record, as of 1 month ago, is 4 hours, 46 minutes, 56 seconds. So almost 5 hours for a regular new game playthrough on normal difficulty. New Game Plus, you can finish it in almost 3 hours. Again, provided that you know exactly what you're doing. Playing on casual mode, you'll be able to finish it way, way sooner. Due to the easier difficulty, obviously. (2010, 2020 Nintendo / Monolith Soft). And now that the main campaign is finished, we'll be able to save our game one more time and mark it. with a good old clear stamp. And after you leave the save screen and return to the title screen, I believe the game will normally inform you of what carries over and tells you that you've unlocked New Game Plus. So, like I've mentioned, New Game Plus allows you to carry over all of your equipment and everything else in between. At least in Definitive Edition it does that. It allows you to carry over just about everything, and you get a new title screen to boot. Obviously, things are a little bit different versus the one you get here for finishing the main campaign. You would have a view of every single party member in the game, including Fiora in her Homs form. And if you want an additional added flair to the title screen, you have to complete the extra story. Which, like I said, I'm not going to be worrying about that in the next session, but there's still a lot to be done when it comes to finishing the main game. There is, of course, a laundry list of side quests I want to complete, and finish up Restoration of Colony 6. So, for the next few sessions, I am going to be focusing my efforts on rebuilding Colony 6 and completing some side quests. And let me tell you folks, there's going to be a lot of them. So, after you reload your clear data, assuming you're not playing through New Game Plus, you go back to the point of just before the final battle with Dixon and proceeding onward to Endgame. So, when it comes to the regular New Game Plus outside of a Definitive Edition, this is something you kind of need to worry about here. So, when it comes to New Game Plus, let's go ahead and take a look at, here we go, Clear Data. So, Clear Data, once you clear the game, loading the save file will give you the option to continue playing. Selecting New Game Plus lets you play the game from the beginning, again, using items and levels you carried over from your first playthrough, or any prior playthrough. So, what carries over are levels, arts, and party affinity. And what also carries over is your money. So all the cash that you've accumulated, that carries over too. What doesn't carry over is key items. And as far as all other items, they carry over too. What also doesn't carry over are... what carries over additionally are your regular achievement records. What doesn't are achievement trials. Achievement trials, you will have to earn these again. But if you know what you're doing, you should be able to complete these without too much of a problem. Well, at least for the most part. What also doesn't carry over are affinity charts for your places, towns, and regions, etc. And you also don't carry over quests. So, after that, you also carry over the True Monado, aka the Monado 3. So this is where things really start to get interesting. If you're playing the original Xenoblade Chronicles, you'll be able to carry over a select number of certain items, such as weapons, armor, and gems. And that includes the Monado 3. So you need to keep that in mind. Also, one other thing worth keeping in mind too is that whatever equipment that Shulk and friends have on their backs and currently have equipped, those automatically carry over to New Game Plus. You'd have to choose all the other pieces of equipment that you can carry over. So, yeah, there's that. One more very important piece of information is that in the original game, if you choose to not carry over the Monado 3, you lose that Monado forever. So in other words, you'd have to start an entirely new game from scratch outside of New Game Plus in order to get your hands on the Monado 3 again. So, yeah, that's a lot of work. Thankfully, in Definitive Edition, you don't have to worry about that whatsoever, as that weapon carries over, along with everything else, pretty much, carries over from playthrough to playthrough. And yeah, that's what really makes the definitive version of this game truly definitive. Is that the quality of life improvements, along with carrying over or just enhancing New Game Plus in more ways than one, is what truly makes this stand out. And like I said, this really is the definitive version of the game. The Wii and 3DS versions, I wouldn't say throw them in the garbage bin. Don't. They may hold some collector's value, you know what I mean? But seriously, if you're going to play any version of this game, play this. Play this version of the game. It brought over so many improvements that it's not even funny. And I honestly didn't think it would even touch New Game Plus when it comes to improvements. But I'll be damned, it most certainly did. And damn does it feel good. Now, fingers crossed that Lost Odyssey gets a remaster, and it also has an improved New Game Plus. I'm just saying. So anyway, I know that we still have a bit of a ways to go before we finish up today's session, so I guess at this point in time, I guess what I'll do here is start working on some other quests that I currently have active, and I'll go ahead and put everyone's clothes back on to where they were previously, with the Titan clothing, with obviously Charla being the exception, and also with Fiora being the exception too, because of the fact that she doesn't have swimwear and her current clothing is perfectly suitable, and I'm okay with this. This won't take too long to re-equip everyone's cosmetic wear. Also, when it comes to acquiring cosmetic wear, so long as you have acquired that piece of equipment before, and it counts towards a particular cosmetic piece of equipment, then you can work with it. And basically equip it to anyone and everyone. With obviously some exceptions, or an exception being Fiora, as she has her own equipment tree that you kind of have to unlock as you progress through the game, and get your hands on more and more equipment. As I'll be the first to admit, I did not get very many pieces of equipment for Fiora, as I was not very lucky when it came to drops, when it came to her equipment, and some of her equipment is really damn expensive. But alas, it is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. Let's see. I believe I had... No. Okay, so it was actually the Titan 1 that I had Charlotte in before. I couldn't remember for sure, but... no big deal. Okay. So, one more thing worth noting here is that if you plan on playing through the entirety of the extra story, which is Future Connected, any cosmetic equipment you pick up there, you can actually bring that over to the main game upon completion. So, that's something worth mentioning. Alright. Let's go ahead and start this particular quest. Okay, so some of these items give you some vague information when it comes to trying to locate these particular pieces of equipment. And it doesn't really give you much of anything to go on, unfortunately. But so long as you transport yourself from one place to another, or if you have the quest selected in the first place, in Definitive Edition, this game will tell you where these things are. So that vague information can go right out the window and go tuck a duck in bed. Alright. let's go ahead and gather the stuff we need for all the replica Monados. Now, shall we? I believe for this, we just need to get lucky with this particular enemy right here. Also, at this point, I really should just go ahead and just release the expert mode and just turn it off. Just to make things a little bit easier. In fact, you know what? I think I will. Use all reserve XP, level everyone up back to level 99. That way we don't have to worry about getting completely stomped into the friggin' ground to next Tuesday. There we go. Coolio. Okay. Looks like our next stop for the replica Monado 2 is going to be in Satoral Marsh. And I believe I can also view the last of the Heart-to-Hearts that I was previously unable to view, which is interesting. Oh, hello. What do we have over here? It looks like there's something worth checking out. Let's take a look. I think this is for another quest for the Monado replica. Okay, I got a better idea. How about we do this? That way no one's running around in poisonous gup.
Yeah, this is a good pace. You cannot escape, okay? My turn. Keep it up. Yeah. Rhyme time. No escape. You cannot escape. Got it.
There we go. Enemy down.
Not bad. Nicely done.
What do we got here? Some new gear. Pretty nice. And a glacier element. So that was for the replica Monado 3. Pretty sweet. So at this point now, for the next few sessions, I will be changing out Shulk's weapon from time to time in between each session, with the exception being the next one, as I still want to show off the power, or at least the looks of the Monado 3. Because, again, we have not seen the Monado 3, like, ever. Not until recently with the final battle against Zanza. So, one other thing worth mentioning here is that if you really are going after the Monado replica quests, be sure to do some grinding. And just so that way you're more than ready to take on some of these magnificent beasts. Because let me tell you folks, fighting these things, it can be a bit of a pain. So that's the reason why I decided to bring everyone back up to level 99 as of now. Okay. Oh, okay, that works. Oh. Replica Monado 3 is finished. So, let's see here. Boop, boop. Okay, this one is on Bionis' leg. Oh, looks like some new side quests are opening up too. Might as well take a look and see what they have to offer. I mean, it can't hurt, right? I know I've taken on so many quests throughout the entire playthrough, but dang it. Well, that was unfortunate. Change time back. There we go, that's better.
Hey.
What is it? What seems to be the problem here? Hmm. Okay, sure, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. We'll set your friend free. Of course, we're not going to be worrying about this right now, as we not only have some other quests to take care of, but also some other ones to pick up too.
How's things? How's things?
What's that over there?
What's that?
Thank you. That's very handy to have. Alright. Now then, let's see if we can finish up the Replica Monado quests. And I mean all 5 of them. I mean, we've already completed 3 of them, so it shouldn't be too hard to finish up the remaining quests. Also, remember this lovely little chap all the way over here who looks like a frickin' red Donkey Kong? Well, we can actually fight him now if we wanted. In fact, let's do that. This'll be fun. Let's rip his ass a new one. Goodbye. Man, I love doing that. So cool. Looks like I got too many of these. Interesting. I figured that I had a ton of these gold horns. And even though I have the maximum amount, I'm pretty sure they're needed for the restoration efforts of Colony 6, though I could be wrong on this. And again, maybe they're used for another quest that I just don't remember off the top of my head. Let's do something fun. Say hello to the immovable Gonzalez. Good lord, I had to come up with the words. Nice. That was easy. God, I love the chain attack so much. So OP. Please nerf, said no one. Wow, nothing of value here. Sure, there were some very valuable equipment, but I already had them, so there was really no need to get any more. Goodbye.
We win! Man, what a bunch of jokers. Not bad. Not bad at all.
I'm surprised I didn't have a pair of leather gloves. Interesting. Well, at least that's a new piece of cosmetic wear I can throw on if I wanted to, I think. Then again, probably not, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Okay. I gotta say, this is quite a trip. Trying to get to where we need to go and everything. Jesus. Jesus! Fuck me! Kidding. Alright. Okay. Hello, King! Welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. All hail fire types. That's too funny.
The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard. This won't take long.
Die.
Alright, now tear them up. Good. Don't run off by yourself, bro. I'll unleash all my darkness now.
Say goodnight. Bye. Really? Well, technically speaking, Eevee is a normal type Pokemon. If you really must know. Let's see what we got here. Thick Elder Metal. Pretty nice. Nice. Alright, that's the Monado 4 pretty much complete. So let's see where the next one is. Looks like Tephra Cave. Mm-hmm. One of everything, eh? Okay. Too funny. Anyway, it looks like there is a side quest just around here. There's also a bunch of very powerful enemies around here, which are roughly level 90-ish. Anywhere between level 92 to, I believe, level 95 or something like that. Regardless, these are some pretty powerful enemies, so don't even think about coming in here until you're at least level 93. Nice. Time to finish everyone up. Cool. Nice. $93. Forget that. Oh Oh, at level 70. Good luck. Coming in here at level 70 is definitely ill-advised, as more than likely these spiders and whatever other apparatuses are in here, they'll mop the floor with you. Also, say hello to another secret area, the Foldegar Tomb.
What is it?
What seems to be the problem, ma'am? Yeah, could you go into more detail? Funny. Okay. Okay. So, this particular woman right here has a pretty lengthy series of quest lines that we kind of need to complete in order to finish her research. But trust me, the end reward is most definitely worth it. It really is. So don't go thinking that it is completely worthless and a waste of time, because it isn't. Trust me. Also, if you're wondering when this particular part of Tephra Cave opens, you can either glitch your way through here if you have version 1.0 of the game, or you will have to wait until, I believe, that's when the Mechanis attacks the Bionis and creates a huge tremor in this place. I think that's when this part of Tephra Cave opens up. Then again, maybe it's when the Bionis moves. So in other words, I believe when the Mechanis gets destroyed. Let's, I can't say for sure. Anyway, let's take a look at this. Look, Ryan! This geological formation! It's incredible! It sure is. This breeze ain't bad either. Ryan, are you okay? You don't normally want to talk about geology and the weather. Okay, yeah, I'm a bit on edge. Just tell it to me straight, Shulk. Is it me, or are there a ton of spiders around here? Yeah, there are quite a few. Oh yeah, now I remember. You're scared of spiders. Ryan, are you okay? You don't look so good. Sorry, Shulk. Mind if we take a break for a bit? That's not a problem at all. I'm just trying to think when your phobia started. If I remember right, it was that time when... Come on, man, don't remind me! I played a prank on you. I'm sorry, Ryan. I shouldn't have stuck that spider in your shoe. Too right, you shouldn't. When I went to put my shoe on, I nearly jumped out of my skin. You should be glad it didn't make me scared of shoes. Don't make me feel bad. I said I was sorry. Yeah, I know. We were just kids back then anyway. Boys will be boys and all that. That reminds me. Do you remember why I put that spider in your shoe? Not really. You hid a caterpillar in my sock drawer. Did you forget? Oh yeah, sorry man. Hey, Shulk, don't you have a phobia? There's something you're afraid of, but I can't remember what. It's caterpillars, Ryan. Ask a post to pick 3 characters. My choice is Sora. Hands down. I think I've said this before and I'll say it again. Sora deserves a proper character slot in Smash Ultimate. And no, a Mii costume doesn't count. No matter what anyone says. Steve should have been a me costume, and Travis Touchdown should have been a proper character. Fight me. Come at me, bro. Alright. I know technically we're over the 3-hour mark now, but I kind of want to finish a couple of things up before we call it a session. This won't take too long, I promise. Falcon kick! Goodbye. That was easy. Lol, obviously, since all my arts are maxed out and I'm at level 99, of course it's gonna be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Why the hell wouldn't it be? Okay.
Leave it to Rhine. Monado, lend us your power. Yeah! Powering up. Feel the flow of battle. Understood, Zanza. All right. Time for a chain of attack. We're the best.
Goodbye.
But we mustn't be careless.
Still not what I'm looking for. That's unfortunate. Interesting, this thing has a topple spike, and a pretty nasty one at that. Ow! Damn. Well, that's unfortunate. Now, I know that, technically speaking, the enemy is no longer around that I can technically farm off of. Or try to get the item I need. But as soon as I find the next fast travel point and fast travel again, the thing will respawn. So it's not the end of the world. Let's see here. Pretty nice stuff. And here we are. Welcome to the Heavenly Hollow. There's also a very big boy over here. Actually, 2 of them. Both of these creatures or unique monsters are very powerful. I believe one is level 96 and the other is level 99. Though I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is the case. So, be prepared. Be prepared for a very difficult fight. Bye, stupid bird.
Good job, everyone. Thank you, Doug. Oh yeah, baby. Right. Awesome. Leave it to Ryan. Here we go. Split edge. Right. Yeah. Ryan time. Dunban, your turn. Leave it to me.
Unfortunate I couldn't quite finish him off during the chain attack. Whatever, it's no big deal. At least he's dead now. Now we should be able to just simply fast travel, and we should be set. I know there's technically another quest item just around the bend, but I'm not going to be worrying about that right now because I want to finish up the Monado replica quests. Indeed, I'll give it a good read once we're done here.
Leave it to rhyme. Don't hold back. We move at the same pace.
Alright.
There ain't no stopping us. Totally. Don't get cocky. Stay focused. Stay sharp.
Yes, sir.
Let's do this. Make it a swift victory. Let me at 'em. Now it's right. This is the Monado's all together now. Run to short. They broke the Here we go.
Kind of interesting that Shulk has to run all the way around and it even skipped his turn. I guess because it took so damn long, it fell into a failsafe.
Rhyme time. Ain't over yet. Here I come. Soaring tempest. You cannot escape. Leave it to me. Keep it up. Yeah. Rhyme time.
And it, yep, I knew it. I knew it was gonna skip the turn. Whatever, it ain't a big deal.
One with the battlefield. Here we go. Scream edge. Right. You're up. I know. All right, Bang. Your turn.
Damn it, I hit it too early. Dang it. Whatever, it ain't a big deal. Let's finish this up. And hopefully I'll get the item I freaking want. And just in case, might as well go ahead and save Scum. Okay, that's that. That's all the parts needed for all 5 replica Monados. And thankfully I've already gathered some of the parts necessary during a prior playthrough. So that is awesome. You don't have to worry about that anymore, and that makes me quite happy. Now we can finally see what Vinaya has up her sleeve. None of these replica Monados can compare to the power of the Monado 3, unfortunately, but they're still nice to have. I wonder if this will complete all of them at once, or if I have to speak to her every time. I finished. The Monado Rudra, has been designed for attack stability. Its lightweight materials narrow the range of the attack power. The damage is more focused, making it a reliable weapon. I hope this weapon gives you the strength and power to succeed. And I wonder which one this completes. Replica Monado 1. Cool.
Hello?
I see you have gathered the necessary materials. Let's get to work. Next. It is done. The Monado Agni provides a high block rate. It is made from hard materials for increased durability. Damage is somewhat unfocused, but block rate is greatly increased. Okay. That's awesome to see. Next. The Replica Monado 3. Finished. Monado Abyss has been designed for strong attack power. The heavy materials used give it a high maximum attack power. Damage is somewhat unfocused, but it has immense strength. I think this is considered to be the best Monado replica in the game. The Abyss. Though I could be wrong. It might be the Rudra, now that I think about it. AKA the Monado Replica 1. But whatever. Finished. Monado Dogma offers a high critical hit rate. The thin materials used increase the blade output. The high critical hit rate comes at the cost of lower defense. So, in other words, pretty nice weapon, but not that great, all things considered. Especially when compared to the other replica Monados. Or even the replica Monado itself. Just saying. And here's the final one. The Monado Saga has been designed for superior defense. Its thick materials surpass the blade output. Attack strength is greatly reduced, but it provides peerless defense. And that's that. That's all 5 replica Monados. So, taking a look at all of them, I believe every single Monado has a value of 999 for max attack. So, let's take a look here, and let's see here. The Monado Saga is definitely the weakest out of all the Monado replicas. So, let's see. Rudra is like definitely the best one. Same. Abyss is also really damn good. Agni, I think, has some fairly decent stats. Dogma is dog shit. And Saga, don't even bother. Again, getting your hands on the Monado replicas is definitely worth the grind for sure. So here's the replica Monado, here's the Agni, here's the Abyss, here's the Saga, and here is the Dogma, and finally Rudra. There is also some other replica Monados I have here, the Monado Replica EX and EX Plus, but you don't get those until you complete the extra story Future Connected. So, yeah. Okay, with no gods, I need that sword back. No. But you said no gods. That's a god sword, Shulk. God sword. I want to keep and study it. But I'm keeping the damn sword. Okay, Shulk, just be careful. That is a pretty nice skit king, all things considered. So, with that, folks, we're wrapping things up for today. This is General Snivy with the Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition playthrough. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you were able to attend the live stream live, thank you for attending. Next time, I think what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be focusing my efforts on the restoration of Colony 6, including the migration process. I have a lot to get my hands on yet when it comes to all the materials needed, but I should be able to get everything I need to level everything up to their max level, which is level 5. And then afterwards, the migration process can begin. Hopefully this won't take too long, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. So once again, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. See you all later.